This Florida man misinterpreted the saying "thinking outside the box" by disguising himself with a box on his head while attempting to rob a phone repair shop in Miami.
Box, which doesn't appear to have any eye holes, fell off his head, revealing his face. Police had no problem finding him.
Just before the interrogation began, the detective went to grab his notes, and the suspect did what a totally not guilty person would do and dove out of the window.
Oh, no.
Needless to say, he was captured a few hours later, and he still had his handcuffs on. You know your grass is too long when even the thief that's about to steal your mower cuts it before leaving.
Before he made off with his loot, he mowed his victim's grass, the front and backyards of the property. When cops arrived on scene, they say Hubbard ran from authorities, dragging the mower behind him.
After a man managed to steal a $7 million Van Gogh painting from 1884, another man got inspired by the heist and tried stealing a painting from the Birmingham Gallery, but he lacked object size awareness.
He's checked to see if anybody's watching, nobody is, and he tries to put it in his jacket.
Does he really think it's going to fit in there?
He, for a moment, clearly does. Anyway, see this now, and walks out of the gallery, but he was stopped by staff as he tried to leave.
Women usually take off their rings when they're getting a manicure at nail salons because the chemicals they use can ruin the color. A smart thief took note of this and started going to salons to steal engagement rings from customers. But well, if she was truly smart, she would have looked out for cameras.
Being charged with grand theft here, authorities say the ring has been returned to the victim.
Rudolph, the red-nosed burglar, got too hot in her costume and accidentally revealed her face to the cameras. They say keep your friends close and your enemies closer, but when a neighbor steals your package, you might want to consider moving ASAP. Okay, I really hope the staff didn't serve that chicken. In Ohio, a man made the prosecutor's day by accidentally dropping a gram of the illicit drug he was accused of possessing in the courtroom. I think these thieves watch too many movies.
3 thieves rolling across the floor of a Mr. Gatti's restaurant at 3 o'clock in the morning.
It doesn't help that this seems to be one of the longest escalators in the world, but a criminal's stamina was put to the test by an officer who knew he had to come down eventually. This Twitch streamer thought he would be able to get away with streaming a pay-per-view UFC match by pretending to play. Sadly, he got banned. 4 thieves tried robbing a jewelry store but didn't get away with the thing thanks to the laminated glass. A not-so-known fact is that ATMs are configured to trigger a silent alarm when the machine is tampered with, and authorities are notified of suspicious activities instantly. These thieves learned that the hard way. In Queensland, Australia, a man tried using his tractor to steal some dirt bikes, but he didn't think through the fact that it only goes up to 20 miles per hour. Maybe not caught in 4K, but 480p instead. This man interfered with the slot machine's electronic circuits by using a jammer to trick it into thinking that he inserted cash.
And watch his screen. The screen is spinning like crazy, and the bill's not even in the machine. He's holding the jammer.
Lane splitting is against the law in many states. This officer made a biker take the bike walk of shame. Taco Bell is a fast food chain that stays open late, but it wasn't open late enough for this former employee, who decided to break in to cook himself some food. A man was trying to open a locked gate to steal the car in the driveway, but in an unexpected turn of events, he stole the gate instead. When a customer at a jewelry store asked to see a $16,000 ring under natural light, the store happily obliged. Little did they know that he was just going to walk away with it. thankfully this security footage and the one in the parking lot led to his arrest. Even though this thief was caught, I'm sure they don't want the merchandise back. In Manchester, England, a duo of robbers demanded money from a travel agent office before quickly fleeing, but to their surprise, it was windy outside, so they lost almost all of their loot. A man tried breaking into a bar at 3:30 in the morning by throwing an empty beer keg at the door, and well, he was finally able to make a hole just big enough to fit through on his third attempt, but that's when he realized it was unlocked the whole time.
Stood the door frame and could have walked straight in.
Although Porsche has a state-of-the-art security system, no soft top is safe from a knife, but this thief didn't expect that the locks weren't the only safety measure. A thief accidentally incriminated himself after checking to see if the camera was still there. A foolish man in Australia tried stealing an ATM at a gas station with just his car and chain, but he couldn't attach the chain properly. Attempting to run when you have 6 police officers on you during a suspected DUI stop is not the smartest move, and well, the situation ended up escalating when he reached for a weapon, but luckily a warning shot was enough of a deterrent and no one was injured. With lotteries going for as high as millions or billions of dollars, they have become targets for criminals everywhere to exploit. Eddie Tipchian is a man who was able to rig the lottery successfully, but didn't really think it through. While he was the security director at the multi-state lottery, he realized that the random number generator wasn't as random as everyone thought, and he decided to change one line of code, which resulted in him knowing the exact numbers that were going to be picked on a certain day. Then on December 29th of 2010, someone in Des Moines, Iowa won $16.5 million. And even though lottery officials were initially excited, weeks and then months went by and no one came forward, which caused the Iowa lottery to start getting desperate.
The Iowa lottery has been looking and asking for everyone to please check their tickets.
Since lottery tickets expire worthless after a year, and lottery officials like Eddie being barred from purchasing tickets anyway, Eddie started to get desperate, and just 1 hour and 50 minutes before the deadline, a group of lawyers claimed the ticket, but officials realized something shady was going on.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the winning ticket, but we don't have the person nor all of the background information about this winning ticket. We are not paying this particular ticket today.
After an investigation, the lottery refused to pay unless the purchaser of the ticket came forward, and the $16 million went to no one, so they called the FBI to help find the person, and that's when they released footage of the person buying the ticket, and lottery employees recognized that it was their coworker Eddie Tipton, who lived in a mansion which included an indoor basketball court and a 20-seat home theater. Apparently he was rigging the lottery for smaller prizes for 10 years, and no one suspected a thing until he decided to buy the winning ticket himself and got caught doing it. A couple in Florida were arrested for selling golden tickets to heaven for $1.99 each, claiming that each ticket was made from gold and reserved the buyer a spot in heaven.